Right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Justmoparjoe. It's time to look at the good, bad, and the ugly on our 86 Ramcharger as part of the Ramcharger revival. So I got a nice list going on here if you want to know what's about to happen, and the list is going to grow as I keep looking, but I'm glad I got it cleaned up under here where I could see a little bit better. I guess we can start with the good. One thing I always look at on these trucks is that section of frame right down here. Let me turn my light on. So around that power steering box, this one does not appear to have any cracks or welds on it. And that is a super common spot. A lot of y'all know that, where these trucks just snapped apart. I don't know if it was a frame metallurgy issue or whatever, but so that's a good. Another thing, the frame and floor pans. Let me get you brought back here so you can see this, how nice the floor pan is. Like, you know, even the nicest trucks get little pinholes of rust and whatever, but I'm just not seeing it. I mean, that's grease. There's no holes. It just looks like it once had undercoating there, so maybe the undercoating was working, but nothing there. Let's look on passenger side. It's damp, but I think that's probably from the antifreeze and transmission and oil leaks that it all had. So that looks great. There's one of the bad things I was going to show you. These headers are probably gonna have to be chunked. I've got a set in the floor over there I was going to try to fit up today before I pull the engine out, just so I'll know whether they'll work on the truck or not. But so yeah, header's bad, exhaust definitely bad. Check that dude out. You can, that'll give it a real distinct sound right there, won't it? Just rolling through doing a quick analyze. The transmission or transfer case is a little bit damp, like maybe it had some seepage or something, but that could have been running from up there. So I'll try to check it out more. This joint, I don't know if you can see that or not. That U-joint's no bueno. The shaft itself, side to side play here, seems pretty good. I didn't feel a grease fitting on that. I wish it had one. Back here, U-joint up and down, see it there? So definitely new U-joints. That doesn't seem like a lot of slack in that rear end to me. I've seen them before, they clonk, clonk, you know, drop it in gear and it makes that terrible noise. And I believe this is a 9 1/4. So let's see. Yeah, 12 bolts, 9 1/4. Not sure what that tag says. 14. Looks like it's on upside down. Maybe 4486. There's a ratio. 3 2, so 323s. That's fine for a highway hound with 31-inch tall tires. More bad exhaust back here. Got some stuff here that needs to be cleaned out pretty good. Throw the exhaust away. I'm gonna do that today. Get it out of here. It's nasty. There's a little bad boy. And it looks kind of rusted on into there some, so oh yeah, to fix that I would probably say that whole little rocker needs to probably be replaced, or if you can get good metal here, put a patch in. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that or not, but I'm just showing you. I had to jack it up mostly because these steps would hang down when you're on a creeper and whack you pretty good, and I want to get that engine, transmission, transfer case out. Getting a little bit of rust through here. That could be cleaned up still. Hard to tell on the front shaft. Oh, never mind. That's okay at low speed, right? No, she's a no good. So let's think about a new front drive shaft and where it goes into the transfer case here. See, that amount of movement is no bueno. Which he said the chain was not popping or anything whenever he did use four-wheel drive, but it's been a few years back, obviously. So getting that fixed up. The brakes, and I know I only drove it across the yard, but you can kind of see that disc in there is pretty bad. I'm assuming the caliper may be also bad, but I can barely turn this one. The other side, there it goes, freeing up a little bit, you know, and maybe driving it would clean that off, but I want to examine it closer. We got to have brakes. Leaks everywhere, but we knew that. And if you grab the tire, wowie kazowie, let's go find the source of that. There we go. So start with this tie rod end. It actually looks fairly tight. It's not that big sloppy slack like I was thinking. Follow our link over to here. If I can get the camera on it. Oh yes, that one is terrible. Danger, danger. Link here. That was tight, but I bet that dude right there is gonna be a problem. There's this side's disc. That's pretty rough. And like I said, I could barely turn this one, so I don't know if that... No, I can't turn that one right now. She gets better fuel mileage when the brakes are unlocked. There's that thing I wanted to show you. Grab that tire. Yeah, see it jumping up and down. So, I got some more things to add to the list there, but that's what I'm here for. Bring this jewel back to life. If y'all want to hang out a little bit, I'm going to pop this exhaust off and try my other set of headers. We'll kind of compare those. Look, here's our extra crusty pipes. There's our old Crispies. And here's the new ones. These new ones were ran on a run stand, then scotch brighted and pressure washed and then painted black with some VHT, but it's been a year or 3 back. So they need shot up again, but collector's a lot bigger. I think these tubes are even larger, maybe 1.75 inches. These look tiny, tiny. But the shape is very close. I think the major difference was like in here, these two pipes, that one goes under like that, where they just got cheap and shortened it on this. But this side, I mean, they're almost identical. They just, you know, traded places up here with some tubes. I think before I pull that engine, I want to double check and try to test fit them in. And it's gonna be a pain. Let me show you what the bottom side of anything mechanical looks like. You see this starter here, and it's gooey goodness from oil leaks, antifreeze leaks, transmission leak. So it's big nasty underneath the trunk. Where the engine is, like, you know, beyond the transmission back was pretty clean. You saw that. So it's gonna be a fun excursion. Go grab it for me. Oh. Hey. I normally take these little studs off if I'm doing headers, because they become a little pain. Come on. See? Come on, boy. Got it. That jewel will work all day long. Hopefully you can see how greased over we are everywhere. But it's touching a transmission line, doesn't matter. Free from the shifter and all the mechanism. Point straight out the back. Far enough from the oil pan. Far enough from the front axle. Groovy. And we're on jack stands. We're not, it's got all the weight down on it right now, so if it did flex right there, I can still fit a finger. So to the other side. For those out there that don't know, we call this a railroad jack. And I just stuck it up on the frame there. Got me a couple inches of ground clearance so I can hopefully slide that header in easier. It just was barely touching the that rear yoke. I mean the front. It was barely touching the back of the yoke. So should have a mile of room now. I don't know if I can grab it from the top or not. Passenger side header is on. And what I had to do here was pull back his covering, which I come to find out this is actually layers of roofing felt. It's kind of a trick idea. I think that's probably lasted at least 10 years if you can't find the factory style rubbers. But as a splash mat, it's really worked, looks like. I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 layers that were stapled along all the edges. You can kind of see one right there. That was pretty trick. Pulled it back, pulled my dipstick tube because I had to pull it anyway. Loosened the engine mounts here on the top side. And then I've got my handy dandy floor jack with a block of wood jacking the oil pan up. So in order for me to be sure these still fit, I need to let that down real slowly. Come on down. Okay. And I'll let my railroad jack down slowly so that I will know for sure our header's still clear. Passenger side, same thing, hangs in there really nicely. I wish I knew the part number of these headers, guys. I would tell you. If it's pulled up snug on its bolts like that, I think it actually pulled it further away from our yoke here, which is good. That's a good thing. If we look from this angle, drive shaft should run straight through here. There we go. Drive shaft should run through here, and we can run our pipe right back through this way like it once was. There she is in all of her beauty. And right there was our little water hole. This side here be the ugly. Anyway, engine's out. Transfer case and all that's coming next. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you next time.